Hi guys, how you doing? Okay, the last video was all about everything's going well, training's going really good, about focusing, executing and all of that regards me London Marathon training. Well, this week ain't been so good. This week's been rubbish. Let me go back. Last weekend I entered the Weymouth Half. Well, I hadn't really planned on doing that, but I kind of checked on my little running plan thing and it fitted in okay. And I thought it'd be a good test to see where my fitness is, how it's all kind of progressing. But to be honest, it was horrible. After about 8 miles, I just died. I had no energy, no nothing, and it was going up this hill, I don't know, probably about 8 or 9 miles, I can't remember now. And so I hear this voice behind me, "Come on Trevor, this hill's not like Rada, you should be able to get up here all right." And I look behind and there's Trace behind me. I thought, wait a minute, yeah, you're right Trace, this ain't like Rada, this is just a walk in the park. But I just had nothing, I was absolutely drained. So anyways, I did alright, got round okay, got the medal and all that kind of stuff. But I was sort of thinking about it, I was thinking, why was that? And I think back the week before, and I was supposed to have had quite an easy week running, but ended up being quite heavy going. And I'm not blaming anybody but myself, you know, it's my own fault. And I should have perhaps took it a bit easy, but I didn't and paid the price. Anyways, as a consequence of that, my knee gave way on the Tuesday, and I thought, oh no, because this is quite a weak spot in me, my right knee is always going now and again. Sometimes when it's gone in the past, I've been out 4 or 5 weeks, you know, and sometimes just a few days. So anyways, I'm popping the Nurofen, rubbing the gel on and all that, and generally getting a bit depressed, to be honest. You know, I was thinking, you know, I went down the club Thursday night, got about half a mile out, and I just knew it was playing up. There was no point pushing it, so I came back even more depressed. And it got me thinking about, like, the marathon. 26 miles, 385 yards. And I'm thinking, why do we do that? Why do we put our bodies through that? You know, we're pushing our bodies apparently beyond what they're supposed to go through. From what I gather, the human body can cope up to about 20 miles, and then, you know, all your energy goes, all the lactic acid, all that kind of science stuff, whatever, you know, all ceases to kind of function. So I kind of thinking, well, why do we push our bodies so hard to do a marathon? I mean, I know these days people do ultra marathons and all kinds of stuff like that, but you know, still the marathon for most people is the ultimate kind of test, I guess. So I think, is it something we do it because we enjoy doing it? Is it something we just set ourselves as a challenge? Maybe we want to raise some money for charity and that's a good way of doing that. Our own personal achievement, setting yourself a goal and sticking to it and seeing what you can achieve personally. I guess it's probably all of those things. But it still comes to the question that you, generally speaking, most people will spend 4 months training for one race. And there's no hide in the marathon. You've got to put the work in to kind of, you know, get to the end. It's not like a 10k or even perhaps like a half marathon. You can kind of wing it a bit with a small amount of training and all that. And getting into any marathon is great, but I suppose when you get into one of the big marathons like London, you know, where there's 440,000 people applied. So there's a lot of people not going to get in. So when you get in, it is a big deal. And you kind of think you put all this work in, all this time, just hoping and praying that you can get onto the start line fit and healthy, and sometimes that's not the case. You know, like say this week I've had a crummy week, I've picked up an injury. I'm hoping that possibly by sort of next week it'd be okay to start running again, but I don't know. You know, and you just kind of think, all that work for one race, and it's hard, it's tough, you know, because you know the last video was all about yeah, everything's going great, and I just want to be real with you, and sometimes it's not great. You know, maybe you pick up a cold or pick up an injury, and you start getting all these negative thoughts going through your head. You think, oh, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it. You know, maybe I need to defer to next year. But then, personally, I don't know what my personal situation will be next year. So, can I risk deferring it to next year? Probably not. You know, and it's one of those dream come true kind of things that, you know, always wanted to do the London Marathon. Finally got in. I'm doing my best to get there as healthy as I can. But sometimes things slap you in the face, don't they? Just bring you back to reality and sort of say, you know, life's not always easy. So anyways, that's my kind of little grizzle, I suppose. But I just want to be real with you guys, just sort of say, we all put this work in, whether we train for a 10k or half marathon, whatever, we have to put some kind of work in to achieve these things. And it's not always easy, and it's great when you're running great and everything's going great, life's great. But when it's not, it's living hard. It's living hard. You know. Because you want to get to the start line. You want to be at your best. But who knows? Hopefully, you know, a few days I'll be fine. But I might not be, you know, so we'll just wait and see. So, and I know there are other people I've chatted to in the club in the same boat. You know, they put the work in and they're struggling with injuries and all that. I just want to keep it real that, you know, it's not always a bed of roses. You know, some people seem to sail through and they're fine, but others aren't, you know. Well, it's a bit of a kind of downer video, I suppose, but like I say, just keeping it real. So anyways, we'll see. I'll let you know. Yeah, so hopefully come 28th of April, I'll be there on the start line, fit, healthy, and give my best shot. And the thing is, when you are injured or you're struggling with your training, talk to people, tell them how you're feeling, get encouragement from people that you know that will encourage you, get support from people that know that support you, because you don't need to be on your own. Even if it's just messaging someone on Facebook saying, look, I'm really struggling here, you know, things aren't going great. You know, just, you know, I mean, just talk to people, you know, and there'll be plenty of people out there that will listen to you and help you. And it's just all that support network to kind of get you to where it is you want to go. And I guess that's the same with anything in life, you know. You know, surround yourself by people that are interested in you as a person, that are interested in the things you want to achieve in life, and you know, get your encouragement and your motivation from those people. So thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.